Gentlemen, it's about that time to shoot a bear right in his ass. That's my favorite place to shoot people, is in the ass. It's also only aggravated assault and not attempted murder if I shoot the bear in the ass. Or at least in the world of Fenyx Rising. The Immortals of John Hancock. I don't know what this game is. I don't know the name. The name is silly. Peace, bear. That's one of the cool things you can do in Immortals Fenyx Rising. Hello, audience. How's everybody doing today? Prayerfully, at least my prayer for you is that you're doing fantastic as you get to see this beautiful, whimsical world that I'm shooting bears in the ass. I'm actually shooting the bears in the face. I'm going to shoot this dude right in his eye, too. Watch this. All in your eye. Oh, he's pissed. Look how mad he is. Oh, don't get mad, bear. Get even. Anyway, it's great to have everybody here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this Collector vs. Wild show, which is a understudy of the Brian Chambers movement, the movement that's designed to teach people how the warrior ethos can help them take command of their lives and businesses in this world. I've also customized the controls with this joint because I could not take Ubisoft's control scheme for this game, so I had to customize it. Thank you to Ubisoft for giving me the agency to customize it. I've noticed that in more of the recent Ubisoft outings, we have had my favorite thing, which is agency. And if you hear me say something called player agency, and that's not a term you're familiar with, agency just means giving the player choice. Letting the player choose what they want this game to look like. And now you can see the control scheme's a little bit jacked up because I was just supposed to pick those things up by pressing Y, but as you can see, I threw my axe at it because I couldn't take the attacks being the RB and RT buttons. I just, not in this game. It just doesn't quite. Okay, so we're going to have some problems here, it looks like. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. I customized the controls, and now there's certain things I can't do because I've customized the controls to something that is absolutely to my liking, but it's apparently not to Ubisoft's liking. So we'll have to readjust the controls back to normal. The primary issue I'm having with these controls, honestly, I really love this controllable arrow thing. That is from Jesus. The main thing I wanted to change was that your dodge button should be B, which is what I'm pressing right here. They want... Oh, I see what's happening. Look at you. Oh, that's... I was like, somebody shot lasers at me. It's like, no, that's your reward for killing. Let it hit you. All in your ass. Look at you. Should be a shot. Yeah, come bring it, Legionnaires. All in your ass. You want some too-ho? I got everything you need right here. You want that? Here we come, too. Woo! Game time, ho. All in your back, all in your ass. That's where I put it. And then I jump behind you and then kick ass from back here. You don't know what hit you. Now, combat-wise, that's amazing. Problem is now I cannot use the pickup button properly, which means I'm going to have to reconfigure these controls, which is fine. We'll deal with this game having slightly over-complex controls that make it not ideal. And we'll get around it. Hunter's here. Keith Jones is here. Ursula says, hey, B, my latest exciting game was putting 1945 on my phone. 1940, you're talking about the plane shooting game? Where you're in World War II as one of the I love those games. Those are old arcade games. They are much fun. There is a mini-boss over here somewhere that I am pissing off every time I fire. Well, let's see if we can find them. Because I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing in the game right now, but we doing it, so let's do it. Let's get her done. Oh, dang. I didn't realize that. Let's get ready to say, there's got to be some ambrosia around here. So I'm hitting the Y button to collect, but I've also made Y button. You know what I probably could do, though? Which shouldn't tear up anything terribly? Is if I go into the controls and just make heavy attack RT. That should do it, and I should be squared the F away. So if I go here, boom that jump. Yeah, and then just put interact back to Y. We're in business. That should do it. That's fine. Nobody cares about the other shit. Yes, I said. Clem, what up, G? Perico. And then we got Ursula's in the house. Hunter, okay. Not that my patrol is done. Let's go. Indeed. There we are. Now we're in business, Jesus. And I still got the B button as dodge. I think I figured out the custom controls. Ubisoft, thank you for the agency in the game. Ubisoft's been learning from their mistakes, I think. Mistakes. I mean, learning from their criticism. I don't think anything's inherently a mistake. Everybody's trying things to see what works. Just because these companies are multi-million-dollar companies doesn't mean every time they launch something they know exactly what they're doing. They're trying shit. We're all out here trying shit. I mean, did you guys see the huge... Is anybody talking about the huge victory for art? This is a victory for art. It's a victory for artists. It's also a victory for capitalism, because it's capitalism done morally. Did you guys see that Dave Chappelle got his money? Is everybody tracking that? Is everybody tracking that Dave Chappelle got Viacom to cough up rights to something? Viacom. I literally have song lyrics in my album about how evil that company is. But, you know, the old guard has changed. There's new blood. And they decided to work with Dave and try to make things right. And they did. That's the world we're living in, man. A huge corporation. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like they did it because the organization is a bastion of altruism. They did it because, one, it's the right thing to do. It's also going to make you look good. But when you hear Dave tell the story of the humans he worked with and how well they treated him in the process trying to get to a solution, man, that's a win for capitalism. That's a win for art. That's a win for the consumer. We're all trying shit until it works. Sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we're malicious. Why don't we just be a little patient with humanity? Because we're still learning how not to be brutal effing apes. Why do you think they started teaching about God long ago enough in history? Hey, we might ought to have a standard that's higher than ourselves that we should reach toward. And hey, this big blue spinning spaceship that we're on doesn't make a whole lot of sense that it's here for no reason. Someone's probably behind this shit. So let's assume the guy behind it, or the thing behind it, the woman, whatever it is, had a plan and was like, all right, let's see what happens. And let's try to be a little more like it. And then maybe we got a chance at winning this thing we call life. Anyway, friends, I'm pleased to be here with you. Ignore my rhetoric and my satire. We're just here sharing ideas, man. This ain't the gospel. This ain't the truth. And I got to tell you, we're on the cusp. We're on the cusp of our audience exploding. Between TikTok, YouTube, and my podcast, we're right at the cusp of something major, I think. And I want to be really clear with some of the expectations I have for my audience, right? You will find very quickly that I'm a loving, kind dude, but I do not suffer close-minded morons. So if anybody wants to come to anything that I'm running and turn it into your platform to spew your political bullshit, no matter how right you think it is, or your religious bullshit that you're screaming at it, like if you're too close-minded to let other people live their life the way they want to live it, or if you think our audience wants to hear your expert opinions on what our politicians or our leaders are doing, let me help you. None of us want to hear that shit. We're perfectly good with the imaginations in our own head. And if you do that, if you turn this place into a den of your own neurotic, idiotic narcissism, I do not suffer or have any mercy for fools. You will be blocked and banned immediately, because I just don't hang. Like, I made a point years ago, because of what being around stupid people, or really people that refuse to critically think. I'm not questioning your intelligence. In fact, your intelligence is probably a liability, because you're not dumb. You just lack wisdom and you're neurotic. But if you're that guy, usually a guy, or you're that lady, let me help you. I have no mercy for you on these platforms. You're gone. No place for that shit. Tell your mom. Like, the reason why you're yelling at my feet is because nobody wants to hear that shit in your real life. Not even your mom wants to hear your dumb ass talk. Yeah, come get some. There's one. I'm loving this long-range fighting. This is from Jesus, man. Whoever invented this needs to make more video games. You win. You are winning hard, too. Let's go kill this Minotaur. Woo! Oh, damn, ass whooping. Ass whooping. Oh, land it, dude. What are you doing? Besides getting your ass whooped. So, I want to say that now, at the beginning, because I'm telling you, I've been on this social media thing for a while. I have blocked my share of F-tards. Just know. And I'm talking one offense and you're fucking gone. I have no patience for idiots. None. I don't want your idiocy to wear off on me or my people, or to be a distraction against what we're actually here to do, which is entertain people a little bit and then help them understand how the warrior ethos can help their life and their business. That's all we're up to here. That's all the movement is about. We ain't here for no causes and preaching and all that shit. Do that shit in your feet. The irony of me preaching at people and telling you not to come here and preach. Not that you have ideas that we don't want to hear. We certainly want to hear and merit your ideas. We just don't want to hear them screamed at us like you think you have the monopoly on truth. So if you come here as a closed-minded idiot, just understand that I have no mercy or patience for you and you'll be gone. As long as you adhere to that, we're going to be great friends. Now then, I think I need to figure out what in the hell I'm supposed to be doing in this game instead of running around just killing things, which is what I usually end up doing because that's the more fun part of the game. And I guarantee you this thing they're asking me to fly to is going to make me listen to people talk, which is my least favorite thing in video games, except in the 14 games where the talking is actually interesting. There's been 14 games in the history of video games, at least that I've played, where the talking is actually interesting. Most of it's not interesting, so that's why I talk over it. Not that I'm more interesting. I'm more interesting to me, I guess. I'm not objectively more interesting than any of this stuff. Hit it with the hard one. Bow, there it is. I'll at you. Stamina bars be damned. I wish they would die a fiery death in video games because the characters never have as much stamina as even a fat out of shape person would have. I run 20 meters and I'm out of breath. Bird. My almost 90-year-old grandma can do that shit. What are you talking about? Alright. What's everybody? Anyway, it's always my prayer that everybody within the sound of this voice is doing exceedingly abundantly above all you have asked or thought in this world. I hope your life's going amazingly, and I hope it's going better than you want it. Mine is. Mine is definitely going better than I expected. And I expected it to go pretty damn well. I don't have low expectations for what life, the potentials of life. I don't have any very specific expectations, but the general expectation of being able to live a purpose-driven life and help some people, I have far exceeded what I thought might happen, so cool. And OCD requires that I chop down all of the trees that I come across. Who doesn't do that? Heathens. Heathens don't do that. People that the Lord finds reprehensible. That's an example of satire, ladies and gentlemen. Don't actually believe that the Lord hates you if you don't chop down trees in a fictitious matrix of a world. I'm laughing at Ursula saying her phone couldn't follow the link, and part of me is wondering, did she fix the link because it was typed wrong on purpose? Because if Hunter didn't do it that way, it wouldn't have showed up in the feed. And so I'm thinking Ursula just copied and pasted it. And this is not me making fun of it. Is me making fun of Ursula, but I get to do that, and it's because I know how technologically challenged she can be at times. And she's not the only person who's done something like that. Or I'm just being an asshole and the link didn't work. One of those things is probably the truth. The asshole one is usually the truth. But I'd be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if I'm kind of right. Ursula said, "Yep, I did, bitch." Wait, yep, you did do it wrong, or yep, you did do it right? Wait, hold on. I need to know which one of those scenarios. Was I right or were you right? Or was I wrong? That's funny. Yep, I did, bitch. That's comedy. Alright, let's kill it. Bam! Oh, I turned off all damage. I think, or I minimized it. Yeah, what's up, G? Hey, listen, man, we on the same team, right? Me and you, baby. Listen, Cyclops. Listen, homie. It ain't got to be a fight. Listen to me. Listen what I'm trying to tell you, dog. Oh, Cyclops, I'm trying to help, baby. These arrows will help you. Just stand still and take the arrow in the ass. Yeah, ho. I could do that too. All in your eyeball. I missed. Won't miss this time. Bam! Right in his mouth. I missed again. How about this time? Booyah! Right in his eyeball. Eyeballs of Jesus. Oh! Another one. These arrows are the truth, man. They shouldn't have let me have a long-range weapon. I'm gonna kick ass all night with this. Yeah, come on up here, man. Now it's time.
Grandpappy Uranus locked all the Cyclopes away with the other Titans, huh?
Yes, he was afraid they'd overthrow him.
She copied and
There
pasted
was
that.
a prophecy.
I'm right some of the
Oh,
time.
Grandpappy made the right call. Those things are an eyesore. Get it?
All right, looks like we're going to get a giant pearl. Look at this, man. I assume this was underwater at some point. I'm just concerned that when we jump in there, that thing's going to close on us. So having said that, let's save often, my friends. How many hours into the game am I? I'm barely out of the tutorial. I'm already 6 hours into the game because OCD demands that I explore everything, kill everything.
The birth of Aphrodite is a gruesome tale.
Nothing gruesome about it. Grandpappy Uranus and my deadbeat dad Kronos had a battle so great it severed heaven from earth.
That's not all that was severed. During his surprise attack, Kronos descended on Uranus.
When earth was severed from heaven, there was a great earthquake that knocked a pearl loose from its oyster.
Hang on, there was no...
The pearl flew from its oyster on land, and Uranus caught it.
Well, Urs,
and
if you
flung
tried
out to sea
typing
with
it and it
such
didn't
a
work,
force
this is one of my
that it
beefs with this
caused
game,
the
is these two
frothy
idiots do
foam
not
to
shut
bubble.
up. They just keep talking, and I'm trying to talk to my audience. Ursula, if the link broke, it also may be a security issue on your phone, picking up that the link is a pointer to somewhere else. So that might be it. Might not just be that you did it wrong. Could totally be that you did it right. Hold up, is that the ocean I'm supposed to be pushing this into? That ain't no ocean. Stamina upgrade available. Definitely gonna need that. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to plow the road. I'll be back, Pearl. You hold down. Bow! What's up, home? Listen, baby. Ain't nothing but love for your ass, right? You saw that? That was love. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to show your ass the love you need. Is that Medusa? Medusa. What your ass been up to? Right, it's like get ready to defend yourself because he's coming up on you. There it goes. Alright, can I be fast enough to do this? Ooh, stay in defilade, baby. You saw how I went to defilade so they couldn't shoot me? That's military tactics right there. That's skills. Why y'all ain't ready? Get your monkey ass out of here, Medusa. You ain't ready for me. Look at you, hoeing. Too busy hoeing, that's why you can't hit nobody. Oh. Sorry. I get a little competitive. See, because of the startup video with you and Kip, I'm ordering some books so I can door to door and sell. There you go, son! There you go. I'm telling you. That course has changed a lot of lives, man. In a very short time. Thank God Kip came in and looked at what I was going to make that course. I was like, don't do that. Do this one instead. And then we did it. It was like, oh, yeah, this was totally better. Sweet. That's why it pays to have smart people who've done shit in your camp. You're not always going to come up with the right idea. You need other people to be like, hey, let me take a look at that thing. Because he's like, hit me up with the shit that you're building for this. Because why is it taking you so long? I was like, well, curriculum and bullshit. He's like, don't do any of that shit. Do this instead. And then we did it. And it's like, oh. Yeah, I was making this more complicated than it is because I was afraid. The anxiety was I'm going to give this to people and they're not going to think it's enough if I just keep it simple, because I've been on the internet a while, man. Humans like complicated, easy shit. They don't like the simple, hard shit. So I spent a lot of years just trying to give people the simple, hard shit. Nobody listened. So I got practiced at fucking making things super detailed. And he's like, don't do that. Do this instead. And it worked. I was like, damn, the way I actually wanted to do it was the way he motivated me to do it. Hell yeah. And thank you for having a guy in my camp that had the experience to know that it would work. After some of my experiences making things, some worked, some didn't. Yeah. So always have people in your camp. All right, what are we doing? This arrow is from Jesus. Every video game should have the controllable magic arrow. Every game should have this. Why don't they? I think I might have sold this game a little bit short when I was talking about it before. It's like, I like it, but because I honestly think I'm going to like this better than Breath of the Wild, because it's not going to come with all the obtuse horseshit of Zelda that I can't stand. So far, that's been true. Now, we'll see as I progress through. Are those supposed to be Nagas? Maybe. Not 100% sure. Either Nagas or little mini Medusas, but Nagas makes more sense. Or is Medusa a Naga? I don't know. I don't know my Greek bullshit-ology. Give me that. I know you're going to drop it. And then later tonight, we'll probably stream a little bit more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I was having too much fun. Last night's stream, man. Guys, oh, y'all made it the dream. That's one of the more fun streams I've done in a while. Hanging out with all you wonderful humans, man. Had a ball. We had an absolute ball. Alright, that's one. That's 2. 3. Hello, Jesus. I got something for you. Now, hopefully that thing's not on a timer, because I see those gears moving. Like, uh-oh, is this joint going to shut on me because I'm taking too long? Now, you got to be sorry I stayed here. Listen, man, I don't do anything I don't want to do. You don't never have to apologize for keeping me anywhere. If I'm in a place and I'm still there, it is because I want to be there. No other reason than that. I don't do shit I don't want to do. So you don't apologize. I had a freaking ball. And I know you're being sarcastic, brother. I know you are. I had a ball hanging out with you guys last night. Actually, that's why I wanted to get back to doing more streams, because this is actually a more fun way to engage with an audience to me than making fucking TikTok videos. And God love TikTok, man. They have taken great care of me as humans. You know, there are some really great humans that work there. It's just the format is not my style. I'm actually not surprised that I blew up there, because I've done this before, but the fact that I got as much traction as I did, I'm like, this is the exact platform that goes against my personality. But for whatever reason, it works. Like, all right. But I much prefer to be here live, to actually talk and be able to engage with you guys and flesh out the questions and not have to answer things in 38 seconds in a video, because people are only going to listen for 24 of those 38 seconds. Unless, I will tell you, don't believe the hype that on social media you have to be short. That is exactly wrong. People are like, you got to keep your videos short. People's attention spans are short. Yes, people's attention spans are short, but the solution isn't make shorter shit. It's make dope shit. Like, if you look at that video I did that's 3 minutes long where I tell the story of my son, that video has longer watch time by percentage than almost everything else I make. And it's 3 minutes long. Right? So don't get it twisted. It does not have to be short, but you better be damn interesting for 3 minutes. You better have people eating out of the palm of your hand. Otherwise, they'll dip. But by all means, if you can't be interesting for a long period of time, then yes, keep it brief. But don't fall into the hype train machine that, oh, you can't, you know, do a thing because...
From the sea foam, Aphrodite rose, full grown, beautiful
We're
as
gonna have
that
to listen to
same
these
pearl.
dudes.
I can't take this anymore. Zeus, Gaia lied to you about how Aphrodite was born.
Oh yeah? Then tell me how it really happened.
Oh, Clem just reminded me of something I need to look up.
They fought.
You can't be serious.
Fell into the sea.
That's...
Because Kronos cut off his...
You're sick, Prometheus. Do not talk to me.
With the sea foam secure,
Ah,
Fenyx
That
resolved
was
to return
actually...
to
I heard
Aphrodite
some of this banter
with
is
the
actually
key to
funny.
her
That was
freedom
alright.
and the
Alright, I'll
vow.
give him that one. It's too long, but at least it ended funny. I get it. Because one of the reviewers I watched before I bought this game, I think it was Carrick at ACG, which, by the way, if you guys like game reviews, this is another thing I'm trying to do. I'm working really hard on social media. Not working really hard, but one of the things I'm doing when I'm on social media is trying to alert you guys to people that do dope shit. There's a guy named ACG, or I think is it Alpha Centaur Gaming is what that stands for? It's something Centaur Gaming. And his name's Carrick. And he does great in-depth reviews, man. And anything you want to know about the game, he covers. Now, for me, I usually need to know very few of the things he spends a lot of time talking about. But all I do is I just jump around the review. Or if I'm eating, I'll just listen to the whole thing just to give him the watch time. Because, you know, a lot of these guys are artists that their income depends on people watching their shit. And it's like, well, wait a minute. This dude's doing me a great service by helping me decide if I want to pay for this game. He should be compensated for that. I don't understand these people like, you shouldn't make money for your art. Why? He's giving you a service of helping you decide if you want to buy something. No, I'm not saying you should pay him money to do that, but damn, watch his video for 5 seconds. You know? And so check him out. ACG, Carrick at ACG, Alpha Centaur Game. It's something Centaur Game. You'll see it. But he's the guy I was listening to, and he was just like, you know, the banter in the game. I think he's the one I listen to. He's one of the reviewers I go to when I need to know, like, legit shit about games, because he doesn't bullshit. He's like, this is what's going on. These are the glitches. This is what it sounds like. This is the gameplay. This is the level. Like, he covers all the things. And, so anyway, I want to make a point, especially for these folks that are on their rise. Like, hey, show that guy some love, man, because it's just like what Joe Salatin taught me about farmers, man. He's like, dude, if you have local farmers in your area, and I actually get food from Salatin's farm, my family and I do, but we also support, because he's not exactly local to us. He's a good ways away. I mean, we're both in the same state, but he's a 2-hour trip from my crib, right? But one of the things he told me when I went to visit him was like, hey, how do we support farmers like you? Because obviously the average age of the farmer right now is 60, and that is terrifying. That means there are people 90 years old still working farms, because young people ain't getting into farming, man. These millennials, you know, and Z folks bought into, and, you know, Generation X too, bought into, hey, this is the digital world. Is it farming's for the old people? But my point is, he told me, he's like, one of the best things you can do for your local farmers, brother, is buy their food. He's like, you would never know how many farmers are one customer away from being able to quit a full-time job they also have to keep just to keep their farm running. That is how hard it is to be a farmer in these places. I forgot stamina with swimming. These games that obsess over these damn stamina bars, man, I wish they'd all die in a fire, but they won't. They're not going anywhere. But yeah, so same thing with people out here trying to make it. If they're giving you a great service, show them some love. So that's my shout out for Carrick at ACG. Watching you play Breakpoint, making me want to try it. Never was a fan. So when you say never was a fan, what's the last Ghost Recon you played? Because depending on that, what you're not a fan of is very different from what Breakpoint is, possibly. Let's see. Ursula says, I thought about doing a TikTok to civilians about not being cunts and withholding mental and physical stuff because their veteran mate will not talk to them. This is a woman's comments I'm reading, by the way, guys. If you think I'm reading these words as a sexist, or if you think this is a man writing this to me, it is a lady. For those of you listening. Ursula goes on to say their veteran mate will not talk to them. I hear, bitches, if you love me, you talk to me. I didn't understand a word of that, Ursula, but it sounded very passionate. And if you said it, I'm going to believe it. Because you say a lot of real shit. And in my experience, if Ursula's saying it, that shit has been tested in the fires of hell. Because believe me, I don't mentor people who haven't at least smelled the gates of hell. Like, for real, if you haven't at least been outside the gates of hell, I'm probably not the guy that's going to mentor you. Because you just haven't been punched enough. Like, I'm not the dude that... I mean, do you think, for real, someone who just needs to brush up on their Mandarin is going to give me a holler? No. You got to be a person who's either fighting against the gates of hell or I am mentoring you to go back there and rescue other people. For my people that don't like the reference, just take it as a metaphor. It's fine. All you people who hear the word God and hell and you lose your goddamn mind because you're a neurotic basket case, it's fine. Calm down. Metaphors, baby. Use them or don't. But yeah, like I can't... Like, I remember my first sergeant, man, when I was in the Army, and he had health issues. He's a great mentor to me. And I just kept telling him and this was, I think, before we went to combat or maybe shortly after. This is like, Top, dude, you got to hang up the cleats, bruh. You're on, like, he's on dialysis and all this other shit. Like, dude, go home. Ride off into the sunset. And he looked at me, I was in his office. So, yeah, this would have been, I think, before combat. Because I was in his office having the conversation. That's right, because when I got home, I was in a different unit, so it couldn't have been. I actually switched units when I was in combat because I got promoted. But, so I'm in his office like, Top, like, hang up the cleats, bro. You're dying. And he's not dying. He's fine. He's still alive today. And he looked me dead in my eyes, a Boston dude. He's like, hey, sir, could you see me as a fucking school teacher? I said, all right. Never mind. You right. I have no comeback with that. He's like, for real, he's in his question is like, dude, listen to how I talk to people and think about the type of man I am. Do you think they would hire me at a school with the crazy shit I say to people to get them, you know, where they need to be strong and take care of business? I was like, that's a good point, Tom. I said, if you were a school teacher, you'd last about a day and a half before you're freaking on CNN. Like, oh, crazy war veteran school teacher out here beating the shit out of kids. Like, don't go to this school. But it was a good point, and it helped me have some self-awareness about me, too. Like, I'm not wired to help people who haven't been through fucking gangster-ass hardship. Because usually people who haven't been through... And by the way, we're not out here measuring dicks, guys. I'm not saying my hardship is harder than yours. All right, I'm just saying if you have not seen enough hardship in your life, whatever your hardship is, to get you to the point where it's like, hey, you know what? I think my life needs to be about helping people not encounter this shit. Because this is fucking hell. If you haven't encountered enough of hell in your life to develop you into the person who wants to not let hell touch anybody else, I am not your fucking guy. Go holler at Joe Osteen. He will take... And I'm not shitting on that guy. A lot of people shit on. I think he's fine. My mom loves Joe Osteen. I'm like, good. I'm glad you're getting a positive message from somebody. Hell yeah. You know, and you could talk about his money and all that bullshit. The bottom line, he says some shit that inspires people no matter how you want to take him. He said some shit that's inspired me. There you go. Sorry. I don't hate Joe Osteen. Is that all right? Well, my point is you might need a softer hand. You need somebody who hasn't been, you know, raped probably. You probably need a guy that's a little softer with the touch. But when you've been to hell, you don't want just a soft touch. Yeah, sometimes you need to be gentle. Sometimes you need to take people on a journey. But if you've been to hell, you know when you need to be told, hey, tighten that shit up and let's go. Because The only people who escape hell are the ones that develop the skin to get the fuck out of there. Most people start trying to build a house there and trying to make it comfortable enough to survive. Fuck that. That's exactly who I think Earth needs less of. We need some more people who've been through some fucking hell, who want to not allow other people to go through that same type of hell. Like, I want people to go through pain, because your pain is your growth. But I will help you fight the suffering. Damn it. All right, where am I going? I'm looking at this thing on the map. I'm allegedly still going the right way. I mean, look at this landscape. Isn't this place beautiful? When you want to get lost in an adventure here, it's beautiful in a different way, but beautiful like Death Stranding. Like, remember that mountain we climbed up to the top of in Death Stranding? Oh man, wasn't that glorious? For those the 8 of you that were on that stream. Actually, there was more people on that stream than are here now, so it's a good chance you're the same people. Ah. But I'll tell you, Immortals Fenyx Rising is not the worst. I'm having an okay time with it, man. I'm glad I picked it back up. And I'm glad I was able to configure the controllers in a way that makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me. Ursula says, women refuse to sleep with veteran mates or hug them because the veterans will not talk to them about their demons. Oh. Yeah, leave those women alone. You're not going to help them. Let the man in that situation figure out that he needs to probably make some moves. You know, and maybe those women are trying to do the right thing. You know, like they're, because trust me, and by the way, before you judge the woman in that regard, understand that if that woman's with a veteran, she's been through some hell of her own. All right? And she may be at her wit's end because her fucking veteran won't go get the help he needs to goddamn get. I know, because I was this guy. And I put my wife through her own hell. Because my unwillingness to go get the help I needed to talk to people, so I didn't want to choke everybody at fucking Whole Foods. Right? So understand that she may be at the end of her goddamn rope with this dude who refuses to get the help he needs. So it might not just be her being a bitch. It might be that her veteran is being a bitch, and he needs to man up and admit with some humility that he needs somebody to fucking help him. Right? It's not just the veteran that's suffering in that case. The wife suffers too. So remember, balance and everything is all I'm saying. Slide left, slide left. Yeah, look at me killing, ho! You ain't ready for me! I'm so competitive. Ow! All in your ass. Yeah, come get some, bear. I can shoot quick arrows too, ho. You're not ready for me. I'm too real. Thank God dodging doesn't eat stamina. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Yeah! A 98. Wonder why. Backyard never die. Killer, 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 killer. Sorry. You guys don't know that song. Guarantee you don't. So I got a stamina upgrade available and a health. Let's check the upgrade sheet here. I'm in the wrong menu. Ursula says, makes sense. Good point. Thanks, B. That's why I run. Yeah. Make no mistake. If that woman is withholding shit, she's not. It may not be that she's just evil. Because trust me, I'm dealing with veterans who, some of these wives have had a goddamn enough. Whereas, like, I have tried everything to help this motherfucker. And it's not even just their veteran-ish that's fucking with them. Some of it's their childhoods and other things, right? So, believe me, it ain't just her. Like, some of these women are like, because I get calls too, I get calls from wives. Like, not calls, but I get emails and shit like, hey, like, I've literally had a wife saying, or please, can I give my husband your cell phone number and let him text you? Because I can't do this anymore. Like, yes. Tell him to do it. Tell him I'm not going to judge him. And we're just going to have a talk about what he needs. And we'll help him get squared away. You know? So, yeah, a lot of these wives out here are suffering, homegirl. Because their vets are not getting the help that they desperately need because they don't trust anybody because they only trust other veterans. It's like, okay, fine. Plenty of other veterans will hand you their phone number, but if you don't pick up the phone, we can't help you. So, yeah, some of it is maybe the lady's not the greatest person in the world, but trust me, some of these women are suffering out here for their vets, man, and they need help. And don't get me wrong, in the veterans' defense too, like some of the therapy that's available out there sucks. I know, I've had some. You know, I finally found a therapist that's actually like a mentor and a coach and someone who can actually help you with the science, the psychology, and the practical actions to push through shit. Not just fucking patty cake me for an hour and listen to my needs. I don't need you to listen to my damn needs. I need to know how to not feel the incessant dragon-like rage that's inside of me that your government fucking programmed me to have. And then created no off switch. You know, we have to be the off switch. And that's why veterans are the least person you should worry about doing harm to people in the streets. We're the last ones who will. Because we have to go against our own soul to hurt a human soul in aggression versus in defense. We have to go against our own ethos to hurt people in the streets. So all these people that think, oh, these veterans are a ticking time bomb. No, they're not. Like statistically, I'll show you the literature. If you want to read it, your veteran's the last person. Now, it's not to say the veterans haven't done ill shit. They have. Just statistically, they're less likely to do it because they took an oath to protect people, not to hurt them. And unless they're an undiagnosed, ungetting help psychopath, they're not going to be in. And by the way, if they're that, it doesn't matter if they're a veteran. Psychopaths hurt people. It's kind of their thing. Yeah, both sides. And that's all I'm saying. Balance and everything. And now I will say, withholding sex and hugs is not the answer, but I'm just saying that woman's probably at the end of a rope. Like, I don't know what else to do to get this dude to act right. Oh yeah, block that, block that. Yeah, line him up. Oh, bull. Getting hit. Pistachio. You know, and it's interesting too, because I've actually reached out to a couple of my vets that I know are having a hard time. And it's harder to get them to connect with me than you would think. I think I don't know exactly, I can't diagnose why they're reluctant. You know, maybe they feel like I'm going to judge them. Like maybe they think because they see my persona on the internet, they get this image of me that I have everything figured out and my life's perfect and I'm going to be like judging them as if I'm some elitist of mental health. No. And I think they don't want to be vulnerable because they don't want to be judged. It's like they're already having a hard enough fucking time being judged by the entire earth for just being what they are. I don't want another guy that I actually fucking respect to judge me. Like, damn. So I always have to tell people there is no judgment in our conversations. If you call me and say, hey, yo, I robbed a bank last week. All right, let's talk about it. Why are you still free, first of all? What's happening with that? Like, I'm not going to judge you. Why'd you rob the bank? You broke? Take my socialpreneur course. It'll probably help you make some money without robbing banks. You know, but seriously, like there's no judgment. Whatever you did, Now, like I was working with a vet, I don't remember how long ago, who had gotten into a physical altercation with somebody, and this person was so distraught. Like and by the way, they didn't start the fight. Let me just be clear. But they were so distraught that they were able to hurt someone. I was like, dude, somebody tried to whoop your ass and you defended yourself. What? He's like, oh, I didn't want you to judge me. What was I going to judge you for? Someone tried to harm you, and you did what you were trained to do, which is stop people from harming people. Yeah, you might have used a little bit extra force to do it. Maybe we could tone that down a little bit. We can work on that. But you didn't do anything that any other human... Hell, I was in treatment for PTSD telling my doc about something I experienced where I did not emotionally react or physically react. And I was telling her I need a way to better control my mind. She was like, well, stop talking. What do you mean you need a better way? She's like, dude, I was waiting for the point in the story where you threw a chair at somebody. Because that's what I would have done, and I'm the fucking doctor. How the fuck did you live through that situation without kicking somebody's ass? I was like, well, I know how strong I am, and that's not a fight. She's like, well, that means you have resilience that most people don't have. Like, no, you're fine. You're angry, and you should have been angry because your son had been served a huge injustice. She's like, I would have been violent. She's like, and the cops were there, right? I said, yeah. She's like, oh, the cops would have taken her ass out. I was hanging out with the cops outside laughing about all the people who were fighting. That was hilarious. It's like, I don't need to fight. This isn't that serious, but... You know, it's, anyway. Dead horse beat to death. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be upgrading my character. I'm out here ball jacking. What am I doing, Jesus? My godly powers. What can I do to those? Is this the magic arrow? Yeah, fire an arrow and control its trajectory. What does this one do? Control the speed of a pot. Oh, how do you do that? Oh, that's very interesting. Yes, I'd like that, please. May I? No, you may not, because you ain't got enough points, ho. Get your ass out of here. Alright, I guess I ain't got enough points. I haven't earned any of the blessings yet. Alright, does this mean there's a better sword that I've picked up somewhere along the way? Alright, so this is the one I have equipped. 33% damage with the sword. Combo while health is full. Goes 80% health and shot. Perfect dodge. This doesn't really say one sword is stronger than the other necessarily, so I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. Huh? We'll try it out and see what the difference is. Sword, what do they want for the axe? I don't have any. Well, what do they want me to do with the axe? It's already equipped. Oh, I guess the game's just trying to tell me, like, hey, you got an axe. Like, yeah, I know. This is the Facebook manipulation that I talk about a lot. These red flashing dots that are forcing you to want to pay attention because you want shit to be complete. Facebook plays on your psychology. Woof. In ways to me, they're like, damn, they're doing that. Yeesh. Like, I wrote a message on someone's feed and then I got a red dot that I got a message. Word, that's me, ho. You're gonna try to manipulate my OCD that severely? Might be kind of evil. Alright, so it was telling me that I'm in a place where I can upgrade my stamina and stuff, but I don't necessarily see where. This is the inventory. Do I go in here to do it? Spent by Fenyx when skills. That's fine, but it was telling me that I'm allowed to do some ambrosia or something. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, that's right. You have to go to the temple to upgrade that stuff. That's right. I forgot. You can't just. I don't really like when games do that. Let me level myself wherever I'm at. Don't make me come back to your silly temple. I've never really understood why the game just let me do it wherever I'm at, but it doesn't matter. Run forward with increased speed. Consumes a small amount of stamina over time. I think I have this one already, right? Yeah, I don't have enough points really to get much of anything. Get this. Whew. Anyway, we'll level up some more before I'm worried about that. And then when we get back to the temple, we'll get the ambrosia and all that stuff started. Do people actually call themselves lumberjacks? I didn't realize that was real. It's cool. Hey, what's up, lady in the tree? I didn't even see you there. Is this the quest I'm supposed to be on?
You've returned, you sweet
Yeah,
creature.
girl. Let's get naked.
Do you have the sea foam?
Right here.
Oh, aren't you?
I guess you're already naked.
Please, take my blessing for all
Hey, I get a blessing, finally. Yeah, Aphrodite's embrace, buck naked.
Now quick, pour the foam on my roots. The sooner I can move, the sooner I can expand my apple
Yeah,
can.
the sooner you and me can go to dinner.
Did it work?
Coming out of the foam, I was so fabulous. No, there's too many cuddly creatures that need my
Yeah,
help.
help.
It keeps me awake at night, just seeing their little beaks and bright eyes, and those noses, those quivering wet noses.
Uh-oh, Ganon's upset. Or whoever the bad guy in this game is. I forgot. Hashephaestus or Anomalous. All Wraith Zone. It's ass kick 30, baby. Oh, he's getting ready like Muhammad Ali, bitch. Get some. All in your ass. I love that move, ho. Uh-huh. Look at you missing. All in your ass. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Get in. Yeah, get some. Yes, please. That was dope. He said go for the heels
What
this
just
one.
happened?
Typhon must not like you, though I couldn't possibly imagine why. Whenever anyone defies him, he sends one of his raids. And that raid delegates responsibility, as raids tend to do, to Shades.
So the warrior that just appeared wasn't really Achilles?
Goodness, no! The true Achilles is far more dashing.
Oh, you're telling me.
He's hiding in a lair nearby. Until he's defeated, his shades will reappear on this part
Let's go
of
kick his
life.
ass.
Is there ever any good news?
Well, the sea foam worked and I'm able to move my roots. One of them was actually blocking Achilles' leg. I can't help but the other three rays, though, Heracles, Atalanta, and Odysseus. Oh, you know what they say. Bad things come in fours.
No one says that.
No one says that.
Tough crowd.
What about the root blocking your essence? It's just that some people I care about have been turned into stone. So I'm quite keen to...
Nope. No. For some reason, that route is still firmly in place. Thank you for your concern. But what matters is I can start delivering apples. All the animals will be fed in no time. Let's get to it. Thank you kindly for all your help. Many happy returns.
But That was strange.
I can't keep standing idly by. Sorry, I mean busily
my
preparing.
line.
Anymore. You have to bring Aphrodite back to her beautiful, snarky self before I go crazy.
By the gods, where did you come from?
Behind you? Does it matter? Don't
So
worry
which
about
god
me.
is this? Oh, he's
Focus on
Hermes.
finding
He's the
another
fast
way
dude.
to shrivel
Remember.
that root.
So what? Saltier, more mythical water? Actually, wait. What about Aphrodite's tears? Didn't she cry at the death of Adonis? They'd be salty and powerful.
You really know your stories, kid. Her tears just might work. If you put them directly on the root, blocking off her essence. Now, where did Typhon hide them? You should search the vaults of Tartarus nearby. There are 3 crystallized tears.
All right, we have a plan then.
Please hurry. Until Aphrodite is back to herself, who will I talk to about whatever this is that you're wearing?
What's wrong with what I'm wearing? And he's gone.
Alright, where's my Wraith lair at? Ass to kick. Let's rock. Actually, I passed that Wraith lair on the way up the hill. I just didn't go in. Achilles' heel is the weakness. I blow up his monkey ass forever. All in your ass. Steven's in the house. What up? Ursula's talking about OCD and leaving her truck parked. Oh, the arena of heroism. It appears to be a 2 out of 3 in terms of difficulty. Let us not be put off by these things. Let us be men and women and power. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, what is that? That looks awesome. Health is already full, boy. These temples are beautiful, if nothing else, man. That is one thing I will not take away from ye. Assuming this is movable. Uh-oh, somebody's here and ready. Oh, yes, Jesus. Oh, I'm coming for you. Woohoo! Thought you was gonna hit me, ho. Never. All in your face. Hey, who's that? Hey, what's up, girl? Kick ass. Hey, number 2. I feel like I was stuck in an animation there for a second. Oh, nice move. Nice move. Props, props, props. Oh, I missed. Oh, we'll hit 2 if we can't hit 1, boy. Holla. Hey, nice move. How do I give props where they're due? And when it's an opponent. Land that joint. Launch. The combat system is quite fluid and enjoyable, I must say. Who the hell is that? Yeah! Oh, I missed again. Launch, launch, launch. There you go. One down. Oh, missed again. Nice move, man. Props. What's that door over there? That's cool looking. Alright, I kind of see a way to get there. I need to fly underneath this temple part, or do I need to use that air to catch air and get further out? We'll see. Figure it out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about nothing, girl. We're gonna take care of business. See that? what is that about? Looks like something interesting. Okay, I can't climb that wall. Huh. Is it an arrow thing? Hell no, I want to know what that door over there is. Bump going this way. That ain't doing nothing. Am I doing this? Yes, it is doing something. Boy, you better be ready for Jesus when he comes. Look at me flying. Ain't ready, Jesus. Oh, come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Get up there, Jesus. Glass up. Oh, shit. Jesus. Supposed to be helping. What? How was that death? I landed on a ledge. Man. Okay. I don't mind doing this over again. This was fun. Alright, no, the monster's back, or are they dead? It's like the monster is still dead. Which is actually kind of cool. I thought for sure I was going to climb that wall to the promised land. Why? But apparently not. Me trying to do things out of order. I'm sure whatever I'm about to do up here is about to actually do it, so let's go. Here we are. The music in the background is dope here too. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I tried to turn it up last night, get a better mix without drowning myself out. Oh, sweet Jesus. Find the tears of Aphrodite in the vaults of Tartarus. You want the gut Ultra Magnus? There are plenty of Autobots for you. Ultra Magnus is mine. Alright. Oh, I probably have to get the smelling salts of Aphrodite before that temple can open up to. Probably what I was supposed to do first, but it's alright. Get a good time fighting in the dungeon. Nothing wrong with that. Speaking of distances, alright, so the first one, the closest one is out here. Let's get some. Josh is here. What's up, man? Good to see ye. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. I thought I could pull it out while I was flying. Apparently I can't. Shooting bears in the eye. That's actually the right place to shoot a bear. Right in his eye. Actually, I have no idea if that's accurate. Does not seem pleased that I'm shooting him. again. Whoa, wait a minute, brother. Many Bothans died. What about the ones that didn't die? How come they weren't at the meeting? I feel like they should have had a hey, for the Bothans that didn't die. Thanks, fellas and ladies. But I guess technically that's not. Yeah. Yeah, that's not accurate. I'm not remembering the Star Wars story properly. Listen, man. Star Wars is great and everything. I'm not that guy. Star Wars is fine. I don't worship it. I actually like Star Trek better, if that helps you. But I don't dislike. I'm not one of the guys like, if you like Star Trek, you ain't allowed to like Star Wars because I'm dumb and I like making up rules and shit. It's fine. Like what you like. But I definitely do like certain parts of Star Trek better, I guess I should say. It's kind of hard to beat Empire Strikes Back. I need to watch that again. It's a fantastic film. But like Empire Strikes Back going back is really the only Star Wars movie that I love. Like Return of the Jedi was great when I was a kid or whatever. You know, I had to see it again as I got older because I really didn't remember seeing it as a little dude. Like I remember being excited, but I was such a young child. It was alright. Like, oh, lightsabers. That was about all I remembered. Darth Vader was angry. Which isn't true, because I watched that movie probably 47 times on VHS as an older kid. But, yeah, the great films, man. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Great. Everything else Star Wars has made since then is just, alright. I don't hate any of it. I don't think any of it's great. It's alright. And I know I'm supposed to love the Clone Wars, but guys, like, I was an adult when that shit came out, alright? I tried to watch it. I'm cool. It just doesn't hit for me. Adult me doesn't give a shit. And I think, honestly, if I hadn't seen Star Wars until I was an adult, I wouldn't be all that into it. I'd be like, this is cool. I'm not gonna set my world on fire. But it's alright. What do you think about the prequels? Same thing I think about all of them. Mediocre. I think they casted some of the wrong. I don't think Hayden Christensen should have been Anakin Skywalker. Or, and this is not a hit against him because I've seen him in other stuff. That dude is a beast of an actor. He's actually dope. At least from the stuff I've seen him in, he's really good. I think his struggle with playing Anakin Skywalker was the shit was so terribly written for him to pull off. Like, what? Don't this shit. But I don't hate the prequels like a lot of people. They're the worst thing that ever happened since freaking Hitler. And they're like, all right, I got it. It's Hitler. Hitler hates Star Wars. I got it. But the prequels are mediocre, and I'll never watch them again. Who cares? Yeah, that's about what I think. I don't. The answer to what do I think about the prequels? I don't think about the prequels. That's the answer. I don't care about them. I think they could have been handled way better than they were. I think if the Star Wars fucking nerds hadn't lost their shit, at least what I was seeing on the internet, I don't know if this was urban legend or true, but allegedly Leonardo DiCaprio was set to play Anakin Skywalker, and my God, that would have been the perfect cast for Anakin Skywalker. The angst and the anger, and but also the suave and smoothness. Leo is a king.
Adonia. The smelliest of festivals. Totally appropriate for a daughter.
You know, but what I remember was it got announced that Leo might be one of the guys they were looking at, and then what I remember hearing was Star Wars nerds lost their effing minds. Like, why? He's a great. I mean, I know he's in a lot of romantic Titanic shit. And I don't even remember if that was before or after Star Wars. But he's a great actor.
Like that smell.
And yet, the women
And I
of
think
these villages
having a
let
guy
it
like
walk
Leo
from
in
the
that role would have
rooftops
demanded
year
better
after
writing.
year.
Not him like, hey, you need to write better
Maybe the
lines for me,
freedom
but
to make the
like
choice
they would have been
is
like,
what
hey, we got to
matters.
do a little better for Leo, man. We got to give him something he can work with here. But I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I don't hate him. I don't love him. I'm ambivalent and really just not all that interested in them. That's all I got for you. Got the ghost of my brooms. Oh, what's happening at this temple, G? Like we about to get into some fisticuffs. Are we gonna get into some fisticuffs? Best thing to get into is fisticuffs. There's a book called Heart of a Ronin. If you like samurai, give it a shot. So is it fiction? You know I don't read fiction, dude. I appreciate the recommendation. If it's a fictional story, I'm cool. Alright, so that's clearly his domain. Guess I gotta figure out how to get the red lasers off the bar. Go up here so you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Fenyx would have to participate in the festival to open up to Adonia if the vault itself was to open.
That little turn of phrase and you light up like a pomegranate tree. Oh, I see you, Prometheus.
You have your pleasures, and I have mine.
Alright, it's saying I'm in the quest zone. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it's just lights. Steven says, why have you not seen Man? Because I don't care. I really don't. I know it's amazing or whatever. I just don't give a shit. I don't. I'm just not as. Maybe that's some of the depression of war. Like things that that people get excited about. I'm like, it's fine. I'll get around to it at some point and watch it. And I'm sure it's great. I just literally don't need the dopamine kick. I'm cool. The answer to your question is I prioritize doing other shit. And it's like I know it's great and everybody's loving it, but it's like I've seen so much great shit. I've lived so much great shit that when some new hot thing comes out, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I'll get around to it. I just don't care. I don't need, like for me, I don't need constant, like, oh, what's the next hot thing? Like, I'm good. I'm cool. Like, I didn't watch Breaking Bad. I didn't watch, and I knew the end of Breaking Bad. I watched, like, I think the first season. I was like, I know how this ends. I don't need to watch this journey. I know exactly how this is gonna end. And then I went to I watched the last episode. Don't watch it, you'll spoil it. I'm like, it's not a spoiler. I know how this bitch ends. Like, I just want to see it and get to the fucking point, so I don't have to watch 900 episodes. And by the way, I love Bryan Cranston. I think he's one of the best. But I don't need to watch 1,000 episodes of it. I'm just not entertained by storytelling like other people are. I think I want to live a dope ass story, man. Give a fuck about being told one. That's just my personality. Like, I think that if I had to codify why I don't watch a lot of shit, it's because I'd rather be out here living some cool shit than watching other people do it. You know, like, it took me forever to watch Picard, and Picard, like, Patrick Stewart is like my dad or grandfather, depending on how you look at it. Like, I grew up with that guy. And it was a great show. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world. The plot was ridiculous. But it was executed well. Extremely well written. And the acting was off the break good. So, yeah, man. But I didn't watch it when it first came out. And I had to kind of warm up to it. I watched the first episode. I was like, all right, yeah, this is fine. I'm good. I don't get hyped like other people do for a lot of shit, man. I kind of have the things that I like, and I stick to that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm hyped about? I heard that Piranha Bytes is working on the sequel to Elix. I'm more excited about that than Mandalorian. Because to me, it's more fun. I get to live in a world instead of watching other people do it. I don't know. That's the best answer I can give you, man.
Roses are red?
I'm about to find out.
When the boar mortally wounded Adonis, Aphrodite cried over his body in a meadow filled with flowers. Her tears mixed with Adonis's blood and painted the flowers red.
Nice hit. Nice hit again. Lots of nice hits. There's that move I need right there. Hilly! Ooh. Oh, he can hit me when I fly too. Nice work, champion. Combat system. I got nothing but love for the combat system in this game. It is really fun to execute, man. Very good. Almost near automata fun. You hiding for, man? Get up here and fight. Nice hit, nice hit, nice hit. Props, props, props. This thing moving, ho. Oh, that was me. I got greedy. I took too many swings. Finish him. Got him. Excuse me.
Do you know why violets are blue?
Oh, you're talking.
The
Okay,
flowers
I got you.
held their breath.
I saw your
waiting
comment,
for you to
Clem. I got
finish
you.
one of your stories.
I can still hear the screams of mortals flee.
What's up, Harley?
While the Caledonian boar ravaged their countryside and destroyed all their harvests. All because King Onius forgot to make an offering. to Artemis.
St. Crow. Oh, that's pretty cool, man, that the government did that. I think I've heard that. I think I've heard that story used as kind of a case study of how communities can actually come together and serve each other in conjunction with the government. I think I've heard that before. I mean, it sounds familiar, or you know, so many things in life are so similar. Stuff going on all the time. Oh, I got a notification to myself that I'm streaming. Hey, thanks, YouTube. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't need that. I don't even know why I have that on my collection list. Alright, I was distracted while these guys were talking. I thought they were going to talk longer, so I went to check my email. Ah, yes, Johnny. Assuming this yellow flame here, that's some. So I guess I'm supposed to solve these puzzles real quick. Take a look. Alright, I can see how it's supposed to work, kinda. Alright, I think I understand the transition of it. Oh, didn't know you could do that. Pretty cool. Thought you had to move them one at a time. You do not, Billy. I never understood these puzzles as a kid. They were never particularly enjoyable for me. Oh, dummy. What are you doing? Right now, no, that's not it. Alright, yeah, I want to take these two. Alright, so we do that, I think we're good. gotta switch those two. That's easy. Magic. Alright. Is that all? Or is there more than one of the puzzle? Alright.
Adonis would have been wise not to spend so much time with Aphrodite. She had many jealous lovers.
Yeah, well, she wasn't in love with his brains.
He couldn't best the boar sent by jealous Ares. But when a sad Aphrodite poured nectar over Adonis's wounds, out sprang the gorgeous anemone flower, a symbol.
Hey, somebody
of new
help
life.
Hunter not have a nervous breakdown because he can't. He has too much fucking neuroticism and OCD to deal with someone who's figuring it out process is not fucking spatial awareness and intelligence. It's probably a good spatial engineer, I bet you. That's how you can always tell the neurotics and the extroverts. The neurotics will measure 11,000 times and then cut once. The extrovert will just start moving shit around till it works. Like, I'll move it and then I'll see the pattern and then I'll figure it out. But I think kinetically, not by sitting and fucking observing. I have to move shit around to be able to see it. Your brain was probably able to see, hey, it's this move, that move, that. My brain didn't fucking work that way. Which is why I don't like fucking puzzles in video games, because I don't like sitting there and goddamn observing shit to like, just fucking give me the dragon to kill and get the fuck out of here. I have time to be moving blocks around fucking temples. You nerds. Oh no, I didn't have happy chems. It's not happy at all. I'm pissed every time I see a goddamn one of these stupid ass puzzles. Like the person who won't open their mouth until they know the perfect shit to say versus the person that'll just say words until, like, I work like a comedian. I'll just say shit until it makes sense to me and then I can actually say it eloquently. But it also took me a second. The pieces were hard for me to figure out which one was in the right place too. So some of it was my vision. I couldn't see which piece fit right until like the lighting changed. I was like, oh, this one's supposed to be on the left. I kept moving the wrong block around. And it wasn't because I couldn't figure the puzzle out, it's because I couldn't fucking see it properly. I was like, what? Oh, this one's on the left. That's why this is all fucked up. Then once I figured it out, it was like, alright, I'm good. I can muscle through this pretty quickly. Alright, where is the damn... I'm in the quest zone, and didn't I just do the thing? And I wasn't paying attention. What did that give me? You guys paying attention? Was I supposed to do something? Find Tears of Aphrodite. I still ain't got no tears. I still don't know what to do. Oh, what's happening? 1086. Or is that what I can't? It's a little bit, not necessarily confusing, but why I don't read information books. To remember all this information. Like, dude, where's the dragon? Where's the dragon? Just get to killing. All this chit chat and shit. Let's get out of here. I'm not gonna remember any of y'all's names, let alone do it. Okay. What up, guys? Hunter said LOL. It's funny. What up, Flames? I am not neurotic. We're all neurotic, brother. I listen, when I use these terms, I'm actually using the actual psychological terms. I'm not saying that you're overly fearful, like most people use the word. I mean actual, like, neuroticism versus extroversion. Most people call it extrovert versus introvert. We're all extrovert, and we all have neuroticism. Right? People who have a little bit more neuroticism are going to be more calculating before running into a fight. I'm just going to shoot everybody and the hostages, and then we win. Let's get out of here. Because I lean more extrovert than neurotic, but we're all neurotic and extroverted, man. We're all mixed up in there. So yeah, sometimes I have to be careful on the internet because I'll use the terms properly, and people have, like, I used, what word did I use? I called somebody having narcissism. I am not a narcissist. I was like, calm down. I'm not saying you have narcissistic personality disorder. I'm realizing that you're not educated on the fact that narcissism is actually a survival. Not Hunter's not educated, but people. It's like they're not up on everyone has narcissism, guys. Some people just use it too much. Relax out here. Hope everyone is having a kick-ass weekends. Yes, sir. Oh, I was like, where is the currency? Oh, I already have this. That's why. I think I score 1 on extrovert. Yeah, but you also remember when Methuselah was on Earth. Of course you're more neurotic than other people. You're older. You get less extroverted as you get older. Because life punches the shit out of you a lot, and then you get way less optimistic. It's like, alright, Scooby-Doo. Like, people who think their personality doesn't change, it's changing all the time. And you can actively work to change it. Like, I had to learn how to be more neurotic during certain parts of my career because I was around freaking violently neurotic people, and they do not like the extroverts. You should be scared just like we are, damn it! Like, easy. Like, calm down. Everybody be alright now. Cool now. Uh-oh, I just pissed somebody off. What was that? Oh, shit. The alarm just went off. What's that mean? No, GGG. What that mean? That mean cut me loose. Oh damn, it's like a raiding party. Kick ass 30. All in your ass.
One of Psyche's more fearsome tasks from Aphrodite was to harvest wool from a golden sheep while steering clear of its horn.
Hey, what's up, Burr? Raymond Burr! Yeah, kick your ass 30, baby. All in your ass. All in your bare ass. Little double entendre there, boy. You heard it? In your ass? In your bare ass? That's where I'm putting this sword, ho. Ready for that? All in your bare ass. Oh, bare asses for the win.
It's the things we do for style.
Navigation challenge failed. What? Man, I don't know what this game. Get out of here. Dumb shit. What am I supposed to be doing, Jesus? This game has not made it clear. It says find the tears of Aphrodite. I'm happy to do the tears of Aphrodite. When I go to the place where the tears are, they tell me that it's some cryptic bullshit. This is where the game's going to be like Zelda, and I'm going to be like, dude, just, I'm going to look it up on the internet because I don't give a damn about sitting here and figuring it out. Because I'm not 11, and I don't, hey mom, I figured out how to do the puzzle. Like, it's fine. I don't need the ego stroke. I'm fine being a moron. It's comfortable. Release the Kraken. He said, quit touching this. Come on, man. It's the extroverts. We can't not do shit. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's hilarious. The funniest things get them spun up. They're arguing about cicadas. What are we doing out here? Oh, not arguing. They're just chit-chatting. Okay, I guess, let me look. Is there a quest log where it can tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here? Somebody? What time it is. There's no quest log. Or, you know what? Maybe the quest log's in this menu. Quest? Alright, so it says, so when I went to the thing, Zeus or whatever his name is, like, hey, you're going to have to participate in the Festival of Falling Lights or whatever. Alright, fine. And how? Like, what am I supposed to be doing up in this joint? Somebody who was paying attention to the story, tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be doing right now. I have no godly clue. I know I'm supposed to go in there. I thought to fight for Achilles. Oh, is this another puzzle? Oh, for the love of Christ. I get it. I see the damn puzzle. Fucking Zelda fan. Worst. Can we do anything without solving a puzzle? Can we do that? Can we just go in the temple and kick ass? The answer is no. And I think I broke all the shit I'm supposed to solve this puzzle with, so that's a wrap. How do you reset it? Because I deliberately beat all that shit and it started attacking it, and now it's gone, I think. Maybe I'll find some more of it. Oh, there's one. Wait a minute, though. If I take this one, is that going to F up something else? Oh, no. Maybe. She says, fuck the puzzles. Yeah. So, iFlames, you liked Mortal Kombat. How? How did you manage that, man? I want to like it, too. I got an hour into it, couldn't even finish watching. That's how not a great time I had. Because my HBO Go crashed. And I was like, you know what? I think HBO Go was crashing because it knew I wasn't having a good time. And it was like, you know what, crash. Because then he'll go do something else and he'll be happier. And I was. Now, I did come back and finally finish watching it, I think, last weekend. Miko had it on in the room. I was like, all right, I'll watch. Just watch it. Yeah, all right. It definitely ended better than it got started. That, I'll give it that. The ending was way, and it's because Homeboy was in it. And it's like, if he would have been in the whole movie instead of these other dumbass people. And I couldn't understand, like, the gods are fighting. It's like, we're not allowed to interfere, but then they interfere. It's what? And then they're clearly setting it up so they can make more of it. Nah, don't do that. Just let this be the one. Steven says, B, you walked by one. I know, because I know I needed more than one, baby. I needed 3. So I went to find the further away ones first. And to leave these. That makes me sound like I'm smarter than I am. I probably just didn't see it. I have a good time watching it. I'll watch it again. Cool. Hey, man. Guess that's what makes the world go round. Variety. Zelda. Need to figure out how to get my GameCube. Can they mod GameCube to do HDMI out? I need to ask my my local guy. Like, hey, can you mod a GameCube to do HDMI? Is the motherboard set up to do that? Holla at me. Yeah, the guy playing Hanzo getting a standalone will be dope. But whatever that movie was not. And nobody went into that movie thinking it was going to be a great movie. It's supposed to be fun. And when it finally got to the fighting parts, it was fun. You know, I didn't go into the movie expecting, like, this is going to be a great piece of cinema. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be. It's Mortal damn combat. It's supposed to be absurd. Get there. Nice. Oh, fuck. Should have brought the blocks with me. Should have. At least these puzzle dungeons are easy to figure out what you're like. The only beef I have with puzzles is they just slow you down. I'm kinetic, man. I don't want to sit and think during a video game. I sit and think. That's my life. Is sitting and thinking about hard problems to help people help their lives. I don't need to do that shit in a video game. Just let me beat up dragons. That one's too far away. That's alright, though. Not a problem. So I won't let it do that. I wonder if I... Alright. Can I do... There, that's what I need. Thank you. Thank you, kindly. I was like, there's got to be a way to do that. There is. There'll be. Let's see. Clem says, I like the original. Yeah, the original Mortal Kombat I really enjoyed. But I was also younger. Like, for the full context, I'm not a big Mortal Kombat fan, period. Movies or otherwise. Like, they're not really my cup of tea. But I get it, and it's fine. But yeah, I wasn't like, this movie sucks. Of course it does. It's Mortal Kombat. It's the stupidest premise for a film ever. But it's fine. Hey, Fireball. Alright. Harnessing those fireballs has to be a thing they're going to ask us to do at some point, I imagine. Ah. Oh, and I bet pulling these boxes through this little arena right here makes them blow up. Hey, what's going on down there? Alright, so there must be a switch or something to make those open up. Alright, one thing at a time. So what we want to do is put it down, because I'm sure those fireballs... Well, actually, get this lined up properly. If I just carry them, I imagine the fireballs will explode on the box. If I push it, we're good. Did you think the Dragon Ball Z movie was bad? I saw that years ago. Obviously, it was mediocre at best because I don't really remember it. But I'm also not a Dragon Ball Z fan. I think I'm in the age bracket that's a little bit too old to give a shit. Like, my childhood was Transformers, man. That's the cartoons I grew up with. I mean, and I think I certainly was still a child technically when Dragon Ball Z came out, but not when it got hot in the States. Like, I don't even remember hearing about Dragon Ball Z, I think, until I was in the Army. And it had been out. That's not true, because I remember in school seeing like commercials for it and stuff when I was a young dude, but just not caring. But then I remember when I was in the Army, my cousins used to watch it when I'd go to their house in Germany. And they loved it. This is Dragon Ball Z, bitch! It's great. Glad you're enjoying it. So I ask because it's like, I don't care about Dragon Ball Z, so I'm the last guy that's going to get angry if the movie didn't exactly do all the right things it was supposed to do. I think I can make this jump. But what I don't know is, can I make the next jump? Now, do I need a box for this? Or can I step on it? Now that should pull these up. God, I love that sound. It sounds like Never Ending Story. Now, if I come off, yes, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, sound design. What? Where my boxes at? Oh, they're one level down. One level. Calm down, B. You're so angry all the time. Now, see, this type of quote-unquote puzzle, I don't mind so much because it's not really a puzzle. It's, you know, you're just figuring out the things you need to navigate the space. Like, all right, I can get into that. If I got to sit here and play chess, come on, man. Dragons. Focus on the dragons. Now, when I say, who's master, you say, shoot. Wings, baby. Get some. Keep flying, baby. Keep on keeping on, Brick. All in your ass.
Deep within the
Got him.
vault, Fenyx found one of the tears Aphrodite shed over Adonis.
I really don't think Adonis was worth all this crying. He was just a pretty face.
Yeah, and Ninja Turtles was my childhood too. Like Ninja Turtles, Transformers, G.I. Joe was too. Ninja Turtles, and then like Animaniacs was part of my childhood. Like Animaniacs, I think, is the last cartoon I remember watching like as a kid. Like, yeah, this is great. More of this, please. And what you got for me? Yeah. Say what, I will not take anything away from the sound design, especially the ambient music in this game. It is very nice. Alright, do I need a box for this one, or can I make that jump? If I can't make the jump, I do have an alternative way to get up there, so it's party. Hold one. Can I do this? Because I certainly will. Nah, can't. Nope, nope, grab one. Grab the ledge, you whore! Damn. All the ledges you could have grabbed, you ain't grabbed shit. Oh, damn. Actually makes it disappear. Very interesting. Oh, I did. Oh, wait, does that make it disappear over there, too? Yep, makes both of them disappear. Do it again. It's, Oh, you whore. Damn it. Did it come back? Yes. Yes, it did. So let's do this. I was trying to get it to land on the next ledge, but it's probably trying to do too much. Make it land somewhere where it won't bounce off the damn ledge. There we go. Alright, looks like we're making this one on our own. We are, Johnny. The anvil of justice. Spare me this mockery of justice. Damn, does it take two of them? I reckon so, Billy. Give me that. Showtime, baby. It's a good question, Hunter. All that logic. All that logic, man. They need to make a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. That needs to happen. Like, for real. A straight up new Ninja Turtles game would kill. 4-player multiplayer, you know what I'm saying? And just bring all the people back and make it just like the old arcade game. And in fact, Limited Run or somebody needs to get on bringing the damn Simpsons arcade game to a console. How has that never been ported to anything besides the arcade? Like, Matt Groening is not the type of cat, from what I understand and listening to him. I don't know the guy, but I've heard him speak. And maybe he wasn't being serious, but he's not the type of dude who would stop that from happening. The license. Now, I get it. I think Konami makes those games, so that's dead. But if Konami has the license to make Ninja Turtles shit in video games, I'm pretty sure they're not the only... Are they the only publishing company that's ever made TMNT games? Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, they might be. They might have had... Konami may have had an exclusive deal with the Ninja Turtles to make the video games, is what it looks like might be the case. And if that's true, then that would explain why... Because I think Konami also has the Simpsons game. If that's true, well then, well. Ain't shit we're doing about that. But yeah, the Simpsons game needs to come home. like just to be playable somewhere besides the arcade. I mean, I do plan to collect the arcade cabinet for it because it's one of my favorite arcade games, but still, I'd love to play it on my Xbox too. That was one of my favorite games. It's one of the only arcade games I've ever beaten. Because arcade games were never meant to be beaten. They're just meant to eat your quarters till your parents come and get you and tell you, hurry up, Brian, get in the car, we're leaving you. I'm on the last level, Mom, please. I fucked that level, get in the car. You big-headed Negro, get in the car. All right, Mom, damn. You gotta call me names. My mom never called me that, mother. Nah, I don't think she's called me some things, but I don't think she would call me that. Oh. There's already a TMNT game coming out that is that's based on the original. The original NES game made by Ultra, which was just a spin-off of Konami, or the original arcade game. It's being made by the same people who made the beat 'em ups. Okay. That's dope. I didn't know about that, Josh. Thanks for the tip. Journey to the West. Yeah. That's pretty cool, Josh. It used to be on PSN store. What, the TMNT arcade game or Simpsons? Are you saying the Simpsons game was downloadable in PS3? Because if that's the case, I'll turn my PS3 on right now and go get that joint. I thought it was only exclusively in the arcades. Yeah, no, I'm saying they need to make a new Ninja Turtles game, not rehash the old ones. Make a new joint. And this is I think what Clint was talking about. And that Simpsons game needs to come home, man. It's the best. It's the only dope Simpsons game that I remember playing is the arcade beat 'em up. And to me, that was even better than Ninja Turtles. Like, it was more fun. I really enjoyed that game a lot, and I'd like to enjoy it some more. Will you let me? Thank you. Let's get climbing up them butt cheeks. Y'all know I'm a sucker for the butt cheeks. Even if they're on a statue, there's still a good set of butt cheeks. There we go. Hold on. Let it go. Not gonna work. Gotta figure out how to get up. Which hand is it in? Right. Right, let's see if we got enough stamina to make this work. Hopefully. If not, no work. Yeah, I can look it up. You don't have to worry about the link, man, because it's probably not going to let you post the link here on YouTube anyway. It's too weird. I mean, they're not weird. They're trying to protect people. But, oh, dope. I can collect it while I'm climbing. Hell to the yes. Aphrodite's butt cheeks. A part of the Rebel Alliance. Treat. Yeah, this game is cool. Man, look at all that. My mom used to give me quarters to play it while she did the shopping. Yeah, I know, man. I remember when 7-Eleven had arcade games in it. Now, what's interesting is this would be a perfect time to bring arcade machines back. But I think what happens is now stores don't want you hanging out. They want you to turn over and not make a place for people to hang out. So, fortunately, arcade. I remember playing Golden Axe at the 7-Eleven in my neighborhood. And I remember my best friend came running home. He's like, I beat Golden Axe today. What? Yeah, the final boss is a guy called Death Adder. I beat his ass at 7-Eleven. I was like, what? That sounds amazing. It sounded terrifying. It's like, Death Adder? What does that mean? I don't know. He sounds like a murderer. Probably his name is Death. Don't fly too close to the sun, Icarus. Burn them wings off. Yeah, I just asked my roommate. He confirmed he's still... Well, dadgum. I will go... and I'm going to end the stream right here and go download that immediately. Thank you, Harlequin. Hey, I'll probably be back a little bit later tonight. I'm going to go have some lunch and probably some dinner. And if I don't fall asleep, I'll probably come back and we'll do some Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We'll dismantle some drug lords. I don't even know who we're fighting. Oh, the evil Walking Dead guy shooting people. We'll come back and handle that business. Cool, yeah, I'll get the PS3 server squared away. I had no idea the Simpsons Arcade was there. I'm going to download that immediately. Interesting that it's not on Xbox. It's only on PlayStation. Very weird, but all good. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later if I'm back. If I'm not, I'll catch you on the next one. Love you guys. We are stronger than I. See you soon.